So what is the best market to trade in the tennis? What is the best market? Well, I've been trading the tennis now for like 10 years, something like that. And it's one of my favourite sports to trade because it's just such a good sport to trade. I absolutely love it. I really am interested in tennis anyway, which makes a big help. But the best market to trade the tennis, in my opinion, is the match odds market, which might seem fairly straightforward for a lot of you guys that have traded tennis. But for those who are new to tennis trading and are probably just sort of wondering which market is best to trade, this is really, really going to help you. And even if you are an old dog on the old tennis, it's probably just going to reiterate a few things that you might already know. So why is the match odds market the best market to trade the tennis on? Well, the first reason is money. That is the market that accounts for most of the money matched on tennis. Millions and millions of pounds every single day on every single market. So the money is important because it means you can get your stakes matched, but it also moves the price. It also means that you're never going to have an issue getting in and out of your trade. And also, as your stakes increase, you're not going to have an issue. So the reason number one, money. There's lots of money matched on tennis. The second reason is that it's just two people. There's just two outcomes in a game of tennis on that market. So it's player one versus player B. So it's very, very straightforward to understand the market and the different variables in the market because it's either this player wins or this player wins. Yes, I know that sometimes a match can be voided, etc., but don't worry about any of that. With the match odds market, you've just got player one versus player two. That's all you need to worry about. And then the third reason is that is the most traded market of the tennis markets. That's where the tennis traders go. That's where the bettors go. So very similar to the money, that's where you're going to be able to get your stakes matched. And that's what most people are doing. But it's also the most scalable market, in my opinion, because there's so much money on it that as you get more and more and more profitable, the opportunities really, really are endless. You don't need to worry about, am I going to hit a point where I can't get a stake matched on that, because it's probably not going to happen. And number four is it's easier to start. When you're starting tennis trading or getting into tennis trading, because there's only two outcomes, that's a really easy market to start to learn and understand. You don't have to worry about loads of different variables like you do on the correct score market, for example. There is just two variables. Like I said, there's this player versus this player. That is it. So it's easier to start. And then the last reason is the market moves. It's volatile because it's this player versus this player. If this person, player A, breaks this person's serve, the market moves. But because of that, it gives you great opportunities as a trader to understand and get a good move and a good profit on your stakes. Now, one of my favorite strategies for trading the tennis, especially if you're new, is to lay the first set winner. So it's very, very straightforward. You watch the first set of a game, and then when that first set is over, say we have Novak Djokovic versus Rafael Nadal. Novak Djokovic wins the first set. Then the second set starts. As the second set starts, that's a lot harder to say than you think, you would lay Novak Djokovic. Now, it might seem really straightforward, but sometimes these players have so many different things going on that they don't start the second set as strong as they ended the first. So you don't even need Djokovic to lose the second set. You just need to have him not start very well, and your trade will move in the direction that you want. So the reason I trade the match odds on tennis is because of the money. There's so much money matched on that market. Also, it's 1v1, so it's easy to understand. It's the most traded, and also it's easiest to start because it's just 1v1, and you can actually really see why the price moves when you're watching the game, and then see what happens in the game on the screen to what happens to the price on Betfair. You can really see why that happened. And then the last one is that the market moves really efficiently and sometimes a hell of a lot, which gives you good profit when you're on the right way of it. So that's it, guys. Please let me know in the comments below if you trade tennis and why you love to trade tennis. And I will see you all very soon.